Brendan, I just want to give you, here's a look at what the president, Nieto, said in June with Bloomberg's editor-in-chief, John Micklethwaite.
This is a topic we have already explained. We have the nation controllers and auditors for this investigation. We can get proof of payments, and then everything is lawfully done. This topic has created a lot of controversy, and yes, there has been some mistakes in terms of the public perception, but I've never tried to hide anything or do anything unlawful.
All right. Now, Brendan Case, I'm wondering if you could describe for people in some detail exactly what is going on. What's the who, what, when, where, and why?
That's right. Thanks, Pim. What's going on is that last week the controller of the Mexican government, public auditor, wrapped up a 6-month investigation with a major report on home purchases by the president, by the first lady, and also by the finance minister, Luis Videgaray. In his report, he said that no laws were broken. No conflict of interest laws were broken. He also posted documents online that he'd collected in his investigation, more than 60,000 documents, looking at the transaction by Videgaray, the finance minister. It seems that the proof of payment for this transaction consists of artworks that were valued at about $190,000 in 2012. And then a check that was issued in 2014 and went uncashed for about 10 months. This puts the finance minister in the position of basically trying to clear up the circumstances of his home purchase. This was a vacation home about 2 hours outside of Mexico City. Trying to clear up the circumstances to show that this was not, some gift from a contractor seeking favors from the government, but was a full home transaction. The documents that we looked at raised kind of additional questions about who may have given him the artwork, why the check went uncashed for so long, etc.
Brendan, has the finance minister responded to this report?
He has. He released a statement last night saying that the seller, who was also the lender, this was a seller-financed transaction, and he said that he had an agreement with the seller that the check wouldn't be cashed until Videgaray was officially released from his mortgage obligations. That would be quite unusual in Mexico, just the way it would be unusual in the U.S. That's what he said to explain these circumstances. And he also repeated that he has, never engaged in any wrongdoing. The transaction was ruled entirely legal by the controller, as were the home purchases by the president and the first lady.
Brendan, I assume that many of the newspapers in Mexico are already speculating about the future of the finance minister. What are they telling their readers?
They are. There was actually a big cabinet shuffling yesterday, which had no effect, on the finance minister. They're probably important just to sort of step back and note that Videgaray is one of the most important economic policymakers for Mexico. He's also very close to President Peña Nieto, and it would be unusual, looking at recent Mexican history, in fact, Mexican history in the last few decades, for a person in his position to get to the point where he was forced to resign. Worth noting, however, that this morning, after these additional details were revealed, that 2 opposition lawmakers called for additional scrutiny for the controller's investigation. So it's possible that more attention could be paid to to the transactions of the homes and to the details of exactly how these deals worked.